Hey guys, welcome back. What we're going to discuss today is why I overpanel and how I come to what I come to overpanel. Because if you remember in one of the other videos, I told you that everybody, all these companies out there, base what you need on a formula. And that formula, it's making a lot of assumptions, okay? And really the only way to figure out what's going on, put your stuff up and look. But our panels face west. They face west on a 312 pitch. On a 312 pitch due west, okay? I run a POW Mister 100 amp MPPT controller, okay? It calls for a maximum PV input of 2600 watts and 90 volts, okay? I actually had a lot of problems grasping these MPPT controllers at first, but I think I got them pretty well down pat. So, if it calls for 2600 watts maximum PV input and maximum 90 volts, which, look guys, I keep my stuff low voltage and it's a personal preference, okay? I like my 24 volt system. It's low voltage. Yes, we have to pull some big amps on it, but that's okay for us. Your needs are going to be different. You know, you have to remember, I'm not a professional. It is not like I am trained on any of this. All I can do is tell you what I'm doing, what I've done, where I've screwed up at, and what does work for me. And that is generally what I discuss. We started building this a year ago. Okay, I think we just come up on a year of this, and it's had some revisions. We've added a lot of stuff to it, and we've done it on a budget. We've done it cheap. They like me using the word cheap around here, so. But I think you guys understand watching the videos who we are. But I definitely want you to understand that you're going to have to overpanel your stuff to get back on subject here. Okay? At 2600 watts, I'm looking, my panels are 250 watts, okay? I'm looking at right around 10 panels, okay? So that would be a grouping. By the way, I run 2 in series. And so that'd be what, a grouping of 2 panels, 2S5P, okay? Is the maximum rated input under excellent, perfect scenarios with your panels pointing the perfect way at the perfect angle and tracking it all day long. Now, let me tell you what, I know some of you guys out there can build a tracker. And boy, would it be impressive to see this huge array tracking the sun. So I think one of you guys should do it and post it up, because that would be something really cool to see. But like I was telling you, our panels point due west. They're on a 312 pitch roof, okay? So, oh yeah, and they're used, okay? Lord knows how old they are, 10, 20, 25 years old. I have no idea, okay? But I do know they're never, ever going to produce 100% of the rated capacity in our situation. Just not going to happen, okay? It's inefficient. So, as I have the controller up and I watch at peak times and everything, I realize I can run a 2S7P series of these panels. That's 14 panels for about 3,500 watts. So that's overpaneling this controller at about 900 watts. So I'd round that up and call it 1,000 watts. We overpanel by about 1,000 watts in PV power. Now, I do not run the voltage up. I am perfectly happy with 50 to, I think I've seen 65 volts one time, and I tripped over a panel and actually kicked it up to the south. No, I don't know. But it runs between 50 to 60 volts, or the highest volts I see on two of these panels in series. So this is why I overpanel, and the only way you're going to know this is your situation. Put a couple panels up. Put them up where they're going to be, okay? Hook a controller up to it, hook some batteries up, and watch what they produce, okay? and then you can start doing some math from there. But keep in mind, they're going to produce a lot less in the winter than they are in the summertime. That's another reason I don't want to call that over-paneling. We're going to call that over-controlling, over-stacking controllers, because that is what we're doing. I'm waiting for another controller to get here so I can get another 3.5, 4 kilowatts of panels up on our roof, which will actually be due west at a 7/12 pitch. Yeah, the main roof. So yeah, it's going to be due west on a 7/12 pitch. So I don't know, in the wintertime that's going to be rough, but we're going to put some panels on this house, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing and see where we end up at. But that's putting, you know, a separate panel array in, you know, separate bus bars in to a separate controller that only ties into the battery bank, okay? Which of course ties into the inverters and everything like that, but that's where it's going to go. Okay, that's about it on the I OverPanel, guys. We'll see you next time. Happy solaring!